Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back, and I know it's been a while, but we're back, and I got a banner. Isn't that nice? Alright, so backstage incidents, improving behavior. Let's set our broadcaster, and let's go back to the Great Lakes. Make sure that's a 620. Okay, that's fine. So last episode we booked March Massacre. In that show, we had Shawn Michaels defeat Austin for the World Championship. Brian Pillman becomes #1 contender for the world title. Cactus Jack had defeated Scott Steiner, and Bam Bam Bigelow debuted after that match. Chris Benoit became the new Tri-State Champion, and Owen Hart retained the WWE World Championship. So let's start off this show. We're going to have a promo. We're going to have Shawn Michaels. We're going to have Brian Pillman. Alright. Shawn Michaels promo. Pillman comes out. Alright. Let's book our main event. Actually, no, we're going to have one more promo. Have Cactus Jack. Got a backstage promo. Backstage promo. If I can spell on Bam Bam. Alright. Let's book our main event. Our main event tonight is going to be the returning Too Cold Scorpio. No, it's not going to be the main event. The main event is going to be Chris Benoit, the Tri-State Champion. And he's going to defend his new championship against, let's do, who would I want to do? Dean Malenko? Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko? That sounds like a pretty decent match, I think. Tri-State Championship, make that 15 minutes. Put Chris Benoit over. Make that open, decisive pinfall. Let's borrow the WWE World Championship. Owen Hart will defend that belt tonight. He will defend that belt against... let's do Jeff Jarrett. Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett. We've probably done it before, but that's fine. Make that around 17 minutes. Put the WWE World Championship on the line. Make that Owen Hart the winner. Storytelling, open, decisive submission, not count out. Let's book a tag match for this card. And I have a new team coming in soon. And if you thought the tag division was stacked before this new team comes in, well, you're about to witness a new description of the word, a new definition of the word stacked. Because the team I have coming in, I can't show you, but the team I have coming in is, let's just say they're pretty good. So we're gonna have Lance Storm on this card as well. Lance Storm is gonna take on Psychosis. Make that around 10 minutes. We'll put Lance Storm over. We are booking Lance Storm to the moon. He will be the next top star of this company. And just to put this in perspective, we got Lance Storm in October. That's when he came into the database. He had 0 popularity in the Tri-State. Now, at the start of April, he has 48 popularity. So, in around 6 months, we went from 0 popularity to 48 with Lance Storm. So, tag title is going to come in soon as well. So, yeah. Did I put everything on this card? I think I did. So, let's run it. Alright. So, opening our show, we got the new World Champion Shawn Michaels coming out, holding the belt. And, you know, he's cutting a promo how he's better than everybody else. How he proved that Austin is nothing compared to Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid is the new World Champion, the 2-time World Champion. And Brian Pillman comes out and he says, Michaels, at Defiance, Brian Pillman will become 2-time champion as well. So I hope you're ready, because I'm coming for your belt. So it was decent, 79. Lance Storm and Psychosis starting off the show with decent wrestling, a little heat. Lance Storm defeated Psychosis in 9 minutes 31 seconds by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. They have great chemistry. That's good. Storm with a 71, Psychosis with a 47, a 70. So next up we got Subpar Wrestling, Little Heat. Harlem Heat defeated the Godwins in 10-10 when Booker T defeated Henry O. Godwin by pinfall with a Harlem hangover. Phineas was the weak link. Stevie Ray with a 41, Booker with a 43, Henry O. Godwin with a 50, and Phineas I. Godwin with a 29. Hog improving in performance, a 49. So then we move to a decent wrestling, didn't have much heat. Owen Hart defeated Jeff Jarrett in 17 minutes by submission with a sharpshooter. Owen Hart makes defense number 5 of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Owen had a 65, Jeff Jarrett with a 49, a 69. Then we move to a backstage promo. Cactus Jack is holding his Intercontinental Championship, the title that he's held for close to a year, right? He won in what, June? Anyway, he's held it for almost a year. And he says, I've destroyed everybody in my path. I am undefeated in GCW. And you think, just because Bam Bam Bigelow is coming to town, that he's going to defeat Cactus Jack? No, no chance in hell. Cactus Jack is the greatest in GCW, and there's no chance that Bam Bam Bigelow will defeat me. So, Cactus saying Bam Bam has no chance against him. Cactus also says that Bam Bam did not earn his opportunity to face Cactus Jack, and therefore he won't even give him an Intercontinental title match until he proves himself. Until he proves that he is, 80. So our main event, kind of underwhelming. Decent wrestling, little heat. Chris Benoit defeated Dean Malenko in 15 minutes by pinfall with a Dragon Suplex. Benoit makes defense number 1 of the Tri-State Championship. Chris Benoit with a 50, Dean Malenko with a 62. Benoit improving in performance, a 66. Not our best show, but you know what? Improve the popularity in 2 regions. We're going to tell Lance Storm, we're going to tell Dean Malenko, and we're going to tell Owen Hart. I think Lance Storm had the best performance of the night, right? To be fair, that the great chemistry really helped that. So I don't... Oh, I think we're about to see it. We're about to see the new tag team I'm signing. Are you ready? Oh. So Johnny Ace for Shane Douglas, the Dynamic Dudes, and of course, the Road Warriors. One of the greatest tag teams of all time. So we got Johnny Ace, we got Road Warrior Animal, we got Road Warrior Hawk. Let's put Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal in a tag team. Are we going to call them the Road Warriors or Legion of Doom? Obviously, we're going to call them Road Warriors. So let's put Shane Douglas, Johnny Ace, Dynamic Dudes. I think that's how you spelled it. So is there a Shane Douglas picture for the Dynamic Dudes? Let's see. Let's see what pictures we have. Oh, there is! Look at that. How about Johnny Ace? Oh, I hope there is. Let's check that. In Dynamic Dudes. Yes! I love it. Alright, Road Warrior Animal, Road Warrior Hawk. Let's see if I can get another picture for Road. Whoops. See if I can get pictures that match. Let's go with in 91, because we're 91. So let's put. Let's see if we have a 91 picture for Road Warrior Animal. We do. Cool. All right. So let's sum up to our next show of today's episode, Championship Wrestling 97. Alright, let's book the second show of today's episode. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the bells in the background, but the church bells just won't stop ringing. For God's sakes, please. Oh my god. Anyway. So our main event tonight. Stunning Steve Austin. Mean Mark Callis. How do they get louder? I'm sorry. I just can't right now. No. So what did I have to... Alright, Callis. We'll make this one the storytelling. Why not? It's going to be tainted. It's going to be interference on Austin from Shawn Michaels. Right? I booked that right? Yeah. So we're going to have a 2-on-2 match this week. We're going to have the debut of the Road Warriors. Actually, no. We're going to save the debut of the Road Warriors for for our show in the tri-state. Instead, we're gonna do Public Enemy against the Eliminators tonight, and obviously we'll put the Eliminators over. Let's get Chris Benoit is gonna defend his intercontinental, non-intercontinental, his tri-state championship against Chris Candido. Candido lost the tri-state title to Chris Benoit, so he obviously gets a shot at it. Alright, let's... Obviously, I want Lance Storm in a match, because he's Lance Storm, and he deserves to. So Lance Storm is going to go over tonight on Vinny Vegas, right? Yeah, we can do that on the main show. And Lance Storm over, it's going to be decisive. So I'm going to put that 10 minutes. And we're going to take Ventura off of Road Agent for one segment. Okay, they've been ringing for a solid, like, 10 minutes by this point. And it's absolutely infuriating. And to be honest, right now, I kind of want to go down there and... I'm just going to stop, okay? Ventura talks to Bam Bam. I'm just going to call it that. I already know where I want to go with it. So we'll start the show. So starting us off, we got Decent Wrestling Little Heat. Eliminators defeated Public Enemy in 11:51 when John Cronus defeated Johnny Grunge by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. Johnny Grunge with a 41, Rocco Rock with a 38, Perry Saturn with a 50, and John Cronus with a 45. A 52. So then we got Decent Wrestling didn't have much heat. Lance Storm defeated Vinny Vegas in 9 minutes 38 seconds by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. Vinny Vegas was really off his game. Lance Storm with a 64, Vinny Vegas with a 31, a 59. So then we're backstage. Jesse Ventura approaches Bam Bam Bigelow and he says, Bigelow, Cactus Jack said last week that you didn't earn the opportunity to face him, and I kind of agree with him on that point. So next week we're going to have a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. If you win, you of course advance to face Cactus Jack. So Jesse Ventura announcing a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match with the winner facing Cactus Jack at Defiance. So an 88. Alright, Decent Wrestling Little Heat. Chris Benoit defeated Chris Candido in 15 minutes by pinfall with a Dragon Suplex. Benoit makes defense #2 of the Tri-State Championship. Chris Benoit with a 62, Chris Candido with a 53. Benoit is improving in performance, a 67. In our main event, great wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Callis defeated Stunning Steve Austin in 17 minutes by pinfall with a chokeslam following interference from Shawn Michaels. Austin with a 72, Callis with a 70, and he's improving in performance. And can I just say, the church bells finally stopped ringing. It's a glorious day, everybody. And we'll say Lance Storm. So there we go. That takes care of our second show of today's episode. And now we're going to sim up to our final show of today's episode. Let's see. 0.01. Also, Rey Mysterio got injured again because of course he did. So did we grow in popularity and importance? Yes, we're getting there in the Great Lakes. And even the Tri-State's growing. It's good. And the prestige of that Tri-State title is really going up now that Benoit's champion. So make that week 3. Oh, that's... Which one does March Massacre? Okay. Move that to Thursday. Alright. Let's sum up to our final show of today's episode. Championship Wrestling 98. Alright, let's book the final show of today's episode. Yeah, just give him a stern warning. This selfish stern warning. Poker tournament. Alright, let's go to the Tri-State. And we're going to have our main event be a tag team match. Because obviously, the Hollywood Blondes against... Excuse me, I had to pause that real quick. I had to sneeze, and I don't want to blow out your eardrums. So, Callis and Shawn, we'll make that 16 minutes. And who did I want to go over? Ah, yes, Brian Pillman. That's who I wanted to go over. Oh, I gotta put Jesse Ventura back on Road Agent. But I'm not gonna do that because I also want him in an angle later. Let's put a Fatal 4-Way. So our main event, Bam Bam Bigelow. We wanted Jeff Jarrett, Taz, and who else? And Sting. That's who I wanted. So this is the #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, Bam Bam Bigelow comes out on top. Jesse Ventura on Road Agent. Alright. After that match, we're going to have Cactus Jack and Bam Bam Bigelow. Cactus and Bam Bam brawl. Alright, they're going to brawl after that match. We're going to have another tag team match on this card because we have to debut the Road Warriors. So the Road Warriors will take on... Those are the Pitbulls. In a 5-minute match. It's going to be a domination for the Road Warriors and decisive pinfall. Alright, let's book that angle with Jesse Ventura. So Ventura, big announcement. So Jesse Ventura is going to have a big announcement to start off the show. Also on this card, we want Lance Storm, because of course we do, it's Lance Storm. And he's going to take on... Do I want to do Lance Storm Candido? I think I want to do Lance Storm Candido. Make that 15 minutes, and we're going to put Lance Storm over. Put Jesse Ventura back on Road Agent. And let's run the show. So starting us off, we get Jesse Ventura coming down to the ring, making his big announcement, and he announces, starting at Championship Wrestling 100, GCW Championship Wrestling will now be 1 hour and 30 minutes long. So 90 minutes instead of the generic 75 that we are at right now. Our roster is becoming bigger and bigger, and with the introduction of many titles as the Tri-State Championship, and soon the Tag Team Championships, very soon, GCW would like to start hosting bigger events. So you heard the man. Jesse Ventura announces that at Championship Wrestling 100, GCW will start hosting their Championship Wrestling shows to 1 hour and 30 minutes. So 100 is Jesse Ventura. He always does that. So, an extremely short match. The Road Warriors demolish. I don't know why that says defeated. Should be demolished. The Pitbulls in 5 minutes when Road Warrior Animal defeated Anthony Durante by pinfall with a Doomsday device. Their gimmicks both got great, and look at those performances. Road Warrior Hawk with a 92 and Road Warrior Animal with an 85 in their debuts. That's insane. And, no, yeah, the Pitbulls were there too. But, yeah. And he's improving. Like, 67. Imagine if I do Road Warrior Steiners. Oof. Good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Storm defeated Chris Candido in 15 minutes, 25 seconds by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. Storm with a 77. Like, Storm isn't just me, he's getting, like, super good. Like, at 77 in-ring performance, and he's only been with us for 6 months. Like, he's starting to be like Austin. Not as good right now, but like when Austin was only here for 6 months, he would pull something like this, right? Maybe a bit better. Anyways, he's getting up there. Candido with a 49, a 76. Then we got the fatal 4-way #1 contenders match with the winner facing Cactus Jack at Defiance. And Bam Bam Bigelow wins that match by defeating Taz by pinfall with a powerbomb. Sting carried the match. Bam Bam with a 69. He's probably wasted on drugs, which is probably why he's only getting a 69. Because I've had games where after being sent to rehab or just not having drug problems, like he would pull high 90s, like 95, 90 to 95. Like Bigelow is just, he has so much potential in real life, and real shame that he never got to show it off. Jarrett with a 68, Taz with a 61, and Sting with a 78 and 81. So then we're backstage, not backstage. Cactus Jack comes down to the ring, and him and Bam Bam just start laying into one another, just big clubbing blows, and they brawl all the way to the back. An 82. So our main event, exceptional match. The Hollywood Blondes defeated Mean Mark Callis and Shawn Michaels in 15 minutes 52 seconds when Brian Pillman defeated Mark Callis by a pinfall with a flying corkscrew crossbody. Callis and Shawn had great chemistry when teaming together. Maybe we'll do the two dudes with attitude with Shawn and Callis. Austin with an 89, Pillman with an 89 as well. The Hollywood Blondes are pretty much on the same level. Shawn Michaels with a 97. I mean, the great chemistry had something to do with that, but still, Callis with a 95, and he's improving the performance. If I give this match more time, like, it would have gotten like a 95. So obviously we're going to tell Shawn, we're going to tell the Road Warriors, like, in their debut, that is fantastic. And if they don't get signed right away, the tag belts are going on them. They'll be the first champions. Don't worry. And we had the best show. And 0.02. So, 15,000 viewers. We're still going to lose money this month, but that's fine. Look at that popularity. Alright, thank you guys for watching this episode. I just realized I got Mark Merrow and I never use him. But anyway, he's here now. So let's make Championship Wrestling an hour and a half. Not yet. At 100, I said. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.